start out with some Vapor Instant Skin Perfector that I got on Spirit Beauty Lounge. It's just a small sample there. Gotta tell you, not noticing any difference from that whatsoever. You like my new ear cuff? Look, it's a little owl. It's a little tiny head wig. You know, I read that to be Hedwig in the film, they had to use all males because the females actually are brown. Got this Erzulie liquid cream I get? It's kind of more of a liquid. It's a thick liquid foundation. I'm gonna see how buildable it is and how much coverage I can get. I don't really need a lot of coverage, but I'm just testing it out to see. And this sample has gone a long way. Well, I would say it goes on really evenly. It definitely evens out your skin tone. I would say it's light to medium coverage. I'm gonna let it dry and see if I can put any more on top of it for those of you who like heavier coverage and see if it's buildable. But it has a really, really nice texture. It has really good ingredients. Selection. This is light cool. It matches my skin perfectly. Although in the winter I do like to use their cream one, which some people don't like. It's called Cream to Powder. Their Erzulie. I'll show it to you. It's like this, and I have kept the wax paper on just to protect the mirror because it does, when it gets hot, it gets a little melty. But I've given some samples away, so that's why it's kind of dug into. You don't really have to dig into it to get it. I mean, you can just get it with your finger. But I like this stuff. Some people don't, like I said, but I think it's really nice, really good. So, I think I'm going to do kind of a dark smoky eye today. I'm going to use this Wet n Wild palette. This one is called Tunnel Vision. And I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyes with my Darling Girl primer. I've put my primer on and I'm going to use a cream base. And this is Oceanic. Pumpkin and Poppies, cream, shadow, eyeliner, whatever you want to call it. Being the genius that I am, I thought, why Scotch tape? You know what might work better? Masking tape. So that's what I'm going to be using. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put the gray color on as a base first. So this is the brow bone color. You can see it's a very nice silvery. And now I'm going to go in with the white, it says base color, just for the inner corner and under the brow bone. In the outer corner with definer color, which is this black in the middle. I'm gonna go just a little bit into the crease. And I'm using the same brush through all of this. Go in with the gel liner from my Silk Naturals liner palette. I'm just gonna take the black on this Furless PM1 brush. And now we remove our masking tape. Worked quite well. I think the important part is to make sure you get the tape on even. And I've only used tape a couple times, so I'm still new to getting it even. And to doing a wing, which I'm not going to do very often because I'm just not particularly a big fan of them on myself, but occasionally I'll do one. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can put another layer of the Erzulie on, and I will be back. Okay, so I have some more on. I'm just doing this with my fingers because I don't want to lose any of the product. And I think that's how you tend to lose it the least. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes when you use a beauty blender, you don't really lose that much. But I always kind of feel like with a brush, you lose a little bit. And just because this is a sample and I don't have a ton, and I want to be able to give you the best, review of it. So overall I would say it is buildable, but I probably, if you're going to try to build it, I would add just parts in the areas where you really need it. Because when you try to do your whole face again, it gets like dried out really quickly. And it starts to do that thing where, you know, it just starts to like roll up on your face and you can kind of get it off. It's not terrible, but you may be able to see where it's happening a little bit. And if you use a beauty blender, you can kind of get it to flatten back into makeup, but it's kind of a pain in the ass. I would say it's light to medium coverage, unless you want to be doing way too much time on your face and having to deal with those little roll-up things, which you know, I absolutely hate that. My review on the liquid Erzulie. Okay, however, the good things about it are that it's a nice dewy finish, it's very smooth, it goes on very easily, and it doesn't feel like you're wearing anything. It has a really nice texture. So if you're looking for something that's not super full coverage and doesn't have sunscreen in it, but is nice and natural and has really good ingredients, no retinol palmitate, anything like that, and you want to just use concealer on the spots where you feel you need more coverage, or another layer of this but just on those areas, I think then it would be for you and it's a good product. I'm going to go ahead and put some Pumpkin and Poppy Celestial all over my face. It just gives such a lovely finish and glow. Don't these earrings look like Betsy Johnson earrings? I was surprised when I found out they weren't. For blush, I'm going to use Marigold from Madison Street Beauty, which is a nice, very orange. This is what it looks like. Orange. I'm going to try out the Aramis Under Eye Uncover Up, whatever. This is in 00. I also got this from Beauty Lounge. And this marigold color from Madison Street Beauty, I gotta say, in real life, patting it under my eyes, and then I'm gonna do some mascara. And this lipstick is called In the Flesh. It's one of the Wet n Wilds. Sorry, it's not natural. Bunch of Wet n Wild in this review, so all of that not natural. I hope you like my Erzulie review. Thank you for watching. I do hope you have a peaceful day, and I will see you next time.